Have you ever heard of the word agroecology? Agroecology is a systemic approach that aims at the environmental, social, and economic sustainability of agriculture and food supply chains. Agroecology is an alternative path to the current dominant model of industrial agriculture, which until now has fed many of the most important challenges for humanity: climate change, malnutrition, soil erosion, and the loss of biodiversity. Agroecology has been described by 13 key principles by FAO and the high level of panel of experts on food security and nutrition, ranging from principles related to agronomic practices, such as the reduction of external inputs, soil health, biodiversity, to principles of the whole entire food chain, such as shortening and relocating the supply chains, promoting the connection between all the different players. Agroecology is a science, and it's studied in depth in many universities and research institutes in Europe and in the world, and it is a set of practices that leads to rethink the agricultural system, and ultimately it is also a political movement which promotes agroecological principles and which is represented by associations such as La Via Campesina, Agroecology Europe, and Slow Food. The key to agroecology is working with nature, not against it. Nurturing soil life and the rhizosphere. Restoring soil fertility is essential and can be done by a variety of practices, from intercropping to the use of local manure and compost, cover crops, mulching. Agroecology also promotes disease control by restoring life of the soil, through redesigning the development of an ecological network that increases the presence of natural enemies, and through crop rotation, increasing crop diversity over time and space, and also including crops resilient to climate change. It is also essential to focus on the role of the farmer. The farmer not only produces, but also transforms and sells quality products, and provides ecosystem services and commons, such as carbon sequestration in the soil, the production of clean water, and contributes to the rural development and landscape conservation. Two principles are at the heart of all the others: the synergy between all the elements of the agroecosystem, water, crops, animals, soils, humans, and the co-creation of knowledge and practices, which means maintaining a dialogue between different actors and sharing solutions and inventing new ones together. But how can we transform the current dominant conventional industrial agricultural approach into an agroecological one? Obviously, not just by pushing a button. An agroecological transition is needed. And Stefan Gliessman has identified some key steps to make this transition possible. First, decrease and then completely replace inputs, such as fertilizers and pesticides, with ecological processes and ecosystem services. Second, to shorten the distance between consumers, producers, and all the stakeholders in the food supply chain. And then rethink and completely redesign the agricultural system by investing in biodiversity at all levels, and ultimately transform the entire agricultural system globally. It's a transition that, in addition to working at the agroecosystem level, it is also rooted in building new models of social and economic justice in agriculture, where knowledge systems are brought together, indigenous and local knowledge with academic and political knowledge. Agroecology is a systemic and complex approach. It is also described as knowledge intensive. But on the other hand, the challenges that agriculture and humanity are facing are immensely complex and cannot be solved with simplistic approaches and recipes.